Once upon a time, there were two best friends. One of them had a computer and the other one sucked.
Let's go again. Whatever. You know what? I don't even...
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Villain with the Chillins.
It's your boys.
A rusty roadmap and the dude with a butt plug. It's me, your boy, Rusty Roadmap.
Anyway, welcome back. Tonight, we've got some interesting topics to chill with you guys about.
Opinions on butt play.
What about it?
What are your opinions? I started thinking of butt plug.
Is it controversial at this point?
No.
It's 2020.
No,
man.
it's not controversial, but I still feel like it's one of those things where it's like some people still consider being into anal kinky.
Oh.
A surprising amount of people.
No, those aren't people. Those are...
Virgins?
Those are the NPCs.
So, like... Dude, nice. Shake my hand. That was good.
Alright.
That was good. I say virgins. You call them non-player characters. I had material, but then I started just browsing through Reddit and forgot.
Wow. Dude, what? Well, shit. Okay, so tonight's second topic.
Second? We didn't even broach the first!
Well, do you want to broach the first?
Yeah, we could.
What more is there to say about it?
I don't know. Do you like stuff in your butt?
No.
Coward?
It's fine, though.
NPC.
It's fine that people do.
No, well, let's talk about stuff in my butt.
I mean, I'm not bashing it. It's just, it's not really my thing.
It goes against God! Alright, now our third topic.
Is that why you like it? Because it goes against God? And you're still mad about the time God wouldn't put something in your butt?
I mean, isn't it a loophole, though? What, isn't it God ignores, like... I got the topic now.
It's fucking... No, it's sodomy. That's, like, specifically against biblical fucking...
In the Old Testament, perhaps.
Well, yeah, sure.
Haven't you ever heard of Sodom and Gomorrah from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
God, the book of Guardians of the Galaxy. You need to read your
What?
Bible more.
Fucking hate the first joke I was gonna make. You know what? Let's ignore that.
The whole anyway, the whole point is, yes, there is something in the Bible that is against it.
Yeah, but whatever. Christian girls are always looking for loopholes. Anyway, seen any good memes lately?
No, you know what? I've been generally disappointed in the meme community as a whole.
Memes have been, like, honestly kind of shitty recently.
Stale as fuck.
Like, I've found some good, like, Fire Emblem memes, but that's just because I frequent those places and I appreciate the memes about the series.
Like, how long are you going to keep trying the deep fried meme shit? Its only fucking appeal was that it was different because there were a lot of memes out there and the market was stale. And so you did something stupid and weird with it.
Oh, you're one of those meme economists.
But it just... You're damn fucking right I'm one of those meme economists. There's money to be made here.
Present it!
Well, I can't because the market's stale. Because everyone's doing deep fried shit.
That's your reasoning? Not that it's a poor business model?
No, it's a great business model. Are you kidding? The ability to mimetically transfer ideas from one person to the next without having to speak to them is incredibly powerful.
Why haven't you used it?
I have.
That was... Alright. So, like... I've been bouncing quite a few games around in the old empty space up here. Like, trying to figure out what I kind of want to play on the channel after maybe another session of Fate. Because, like, honestly, with Warriors games, you get like an
There's
hour.
nothing more to them. It's hack and slash.
And don't get me wrong. I really like the Fate series, But Fate Warriors, you're basically just it's a visual novel, but with some mutton bashing in between.
Yeah.
Let's call a rose a rose. It's not a good game design.
Generally.
But like I've been watching Pat from Pat Stares At, now of Castle Super Beast, formerly of the Best Friends, and he and his girlfriend Peach Saliva were playing RE5, which made me start thinking maybe we should play RE6 on the channel because I spent a lot of time with RE5, not that much with RE6. Then I realized we'd probably have to use the PS4.
Yes.
And literally the only reason I have not tried to go back to 3 houses on the channel is because I just really don't want to set up the thing, the capture card. There's very few things that I want to do less than setting up the capture card.
It is a bitch, isn't it?
It's so...
What is it with
oh
capture
my
cards?
God,
Just
they're
sucking
such a
dick.
fucking pain, dude.
They never work.
Just...
It takes days for them to come to like a slightly usable state.
Like, why does no one make capture cards just easy to fucking use?
I don't know. I mean,
This
honestly,
is probably the easiest of all the capture cards I've ever used.
we should probably just make consoles able to hook up direct to your computer.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much, period. Like, any console developer out there that wants to make a console that can just, with one cable, hook up to my computer and transfer any data, including visual, that would be rad.
Ooh, are we getting a wild Q joining us?
He's stepping in here. He's
got booze.
He's got 2
and
alcoholic.
Doritos.
He's fucking it up. He's spilling
dropping
everything on the
everything.
counter. He's made a grand entrance.
He's made quite the grand entrance. He's done it.
Nothing is broken.
Alliance is doing it.
One thing is broken.
Alliance is black.
What was the thing?
Nothing. I just thought it'd be funny.
Was it your pride?
No, my pride is never broken.
It's
What if it
gone.
did?
There's a difference.
I'm on my screen. Why is you showing nothing? Oh, there it is. Whatever.
It's called a screensaver, Miguel.
No.
It saves your screen.
No, it doesn't.
I miss real screensavers.
Yeah.
Like little images that would appear or whatever, you know?
Yeah, you got that fucking maze that gave you a headache if you stared
Oh
at
my
it for
god,
too
that
long.
shit gave me a fucking
Or
migraine.
the fucking pipes. That maze was scary, dude. Am I the only one that thought that maze was scary?
Which maze?
I'll show you the fucking maze.
So
I'll
while
show
he's
it to
looking
you.
that up, Q.
Was it like look like a 3D printed protein or something?
It looked like fucking Doom.
Oh yeah, this thing, yeah.
Oh.
This was one of the default ones, and it was fucking scary. I'm talking like 3 a.m.
It was like nerve wracking.
fucking watching this shit, and like you'll always expect there to be a monster in
Yeah,
it or something.
I legitimately thought that's what it was the first time I saw it. I thought it was like a scare game.
But it would randomly generate a maze, and it randomly has the camera go around fucking looking for an exit. I don't think there is an exit, which is even more terrifying. Thanks for the implications, Windows. But this shit scared me. It scared me.
There was like it was like a tube. And it'd be a multicolored tube.
Yeah, the pipes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what kind of changes they
Yeah,
were
I
on.
remember the pipes.
Yeah.
You know, the old pipes, the old piperoonies. Oh yeah, let's just flip the world upside down because that's normal.
All right, so we are now on the weekly. What's Q drinking? What's Q drinking tonight?
Well, right now we're having a nice bottle from, I don't know. Let's go with 1847.
It's a fine year. Euros
A
more.
fine year of whipped French vodka
Uh-huh.
that my girlfriend got. And honestly, I'm a little tired of Jack Daniels, so I'm just trying something else.
Yeah.
And we also have a nice bottle of, probably from like 2019, a good year for Doritos.
Year I was born.
Dorito Lime. Will they mix well together? Probably not. Do I really
They
care?
actually probably will.
So have you just given up entirely at this point, or just mostly?
Well, I mean, this is coming from the man that doesn't like warm port or warm beer or really any good kinds of alcohol. So I'm not really gonna take advice from a wussy like you.
Excuse me,
Q
I
drinking hour over.
I like warm port. Warm beer is disgusting though, and you should feel ashamed for your interests.
Well, I'm glad you came around on warm port.
I just don't like port.
It's
okay.
it's
It's
not
okay.
incredible.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, okay, so whenever you have a warm drink, you're going to taste more flavors from it. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's...
So if you have something bland, you're going to have something
Yeah.
bland.
Well,
The
it's-
reason why I like warm light beer is I like the taste of light beer. It's like a very, I mean, it's light. It's a light kind of bready taste.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
get
mind.
a little bit
It's
of
an
that, like...
evolutionary disadvantage.
The cold one where it's like hot out and you're gonna get a brain freeze. It's like drinking water that's slightly alcoholic. Like you might as well drink a White Claw and have hint of lime or whatever.
Okay, but
Well, that's
White
why you
Claw
just
is
don't drink-
solid.
That's why you don't drink light beer at all.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, light beer is cheaper. You get a lot of bang for your buck on that one, so
Yeah.
you might as well enjoy it warm.
Well, I mean,
Makes you less
in that
bloaty.
sense, I feel like wine is just the way to go. If you're looking
No.
for bang for your buck, it's got more alcoholic content.
You want
and
bang
it's
for your
cheaper.
buck?
Yeah.
Get some fucking ISO and
But
drink it.
wine-
91%.
Why not give you a headache very easily? Because then it has much water in it, and it has more methanol in it. So I don't really like wine that much, except for port, but that's because it's higher end wine.
Anyway,
Any other questions about alcohol? What we got?
on to the next topic. The next topic.
It's brought to you by the letter Q.
Quail.
Yeah, go for it.
Opinions on quail.
No.
Delicious. Very difficult to shoot though. What's a good one? You know what I've been a little disappointed in
What's
for
that?
like a long time now, and I don't know if this is just getting older or not really being on consoles as much anymore. But I feel like games for consoles in general and computers, I'm not gonna lie, have been kind of lacking.
Lately,
And
yeah.
I don't know if it's like, you know, you're excited when you're young and every game is just cool. And we were also, I feel like growing up, we were kind of on the cutting edge.
Yeah.
Like there was just weird shit out there.
Yeah.
You know? And every once in a while you'd find a gem.
Yeah.
But a lot of it was probably duds. And then I feel like we had Call of Duty, and then everybody's just trying to do something with Call of Duty. And that's all they have.
I'll fucking talk about it. I'll talk about it real big right now.
By the
What
way,
was-
the maze ended.
What was the last? What was the last new genre that came out in gaming in the last 5 years?
And if you say Undertale, you are literally wrong. That is just a turn-based RPG.
Like a new genre of game? Like,
Yep.
would you consider... I don't know. I mean, Fortnite's not like a new genre. It just has a gimmick. It's just a
Battle
shooter.
Royale.
Yeah.
Correct.
But it's just a shooter with a gimmick.
Yes.
Because Call of Duty was a Battle Royale.
It's an FPS, but specifically the concept behind a battle royale is that a bunch of people enter and one or very few leave.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true.
Thunderdome. That's just about all you get out of that.
Yeah.
Here, that's it, dude.
But
I
it's
can't
just
think
so
of
stupid popular right now.
another one. No, that's it. Is like there is no innovation in
Yeah.
the industry right now. Think about the explosion of games that happened from 2000 to just about 2010.
Well, it's because they also started coming out with newer style of consoles. Like, they saw how popular the fucking N64 and the PS4 got, and it just got homogenized after that.
You know what? I bet that they looked at money
Yeah.
for games and how much it cost for people. Because we're in our neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much one house had
Yeah.
a system, or you know, you might have some overlap with a group of friends.
But
And
almost everyone had different games.
almost everyone had different games. Like when a new game came out, maybe multiple people would get it, but more often than not, one person would get it. You'd either borrow it or you'd all go play it at their house, whatever, right?
That's how we became friends with Left 4 Dead.
That's a good,
Yeah.
good, right? Left 4 Dead was a lot more fun if you had Xbox Live.
Yeah.
Xbox Live is a consistent way to pull money from that,
Oh yeah.
right? Every single month, people will play the same game. You have to put the same amount of production into it, and you would get a lot more bang from your buck out of it.
Sure.
So I think that's why the Call of Duties kind of those kind of shooters would
Yeah.
go further, because you could get more money out of it.
Absolutely. And we moved into a microtransaction based fucking economy for
I love
video
it.
games, and that's
Yeah.
just
Well, that was. I remember we played Clash of Clans,
what?
and I knew a guy who had spent like $300
Yeah.
on Clash. Like,
Who spends
I
money
mean-
on mobile games? Oh shit, it did end. I thought you were
it
fucking
wasn't
around.
me. It did.
But I'm like here looking at my friends, talking to them, staring them in the face. They are both hypnotized by the Windows 3D Maze screensaver.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
Yeah, I've never seen the end
This
of
was,
it. I would
it was
always
one of
look
the
away.
defaults.
I don't think I've ever.
It was this and the pipes, I think, were the two defaults. There was probably a third one. Yeah, there was the Windows symbol that changed color when it hit the corners.
Oh, that was the best.
The DVD
Yeah,
player
DVD
one
mint.
took over.
I am disappointed by it. I don't really know. I mean, I'm not sitting here with the new greatest and lamest thing I do for a video game or anything like that, but just try something else.
Yeah.
You know, try a different scene. And not like Fortnite set in space. I mean, like a different.
Because that's Destiny.
Well, no, I mean,
Yeah.
and that's exactly right. Like, I would just like to move away from shooters in general.
So,
I don't find them very fun.
I feel like part of it is people are trying to make it easier to produce games in a sense, but they're trying to differentiate by using narratives and game mechanics. And it's like, yeah, but no. Like, everybody has done every story at this fucking point. Like, so trying to differentiate yourself based entirely off your, like your narrative devices is not... You just turn into Undertale.
I want to give two shout-outs real quick to some games in the industry out there. I want to give a shout-out to fucking the Mass Effect series. And I also want to give a shout-out to Telltale Games, rest in peace, for their Walking Dead series, and to some related extent, other series that they did, by doing continuous story games in which the choices that you made in one game actively affected choices in the sequels that you played, which allowed you to have a deeper part in a greater story than pretty much any other game series has ever successfully done.
There have been a couple cool story games that are most... There was some cabin game with like a Wendigo in it.
Oh, Until Dawn. Solid game. Real solid game.
The Stanley Parable.
Stanley
and
Parable.
But that's the thing, is they're not like... They're not going to make a ton of money. It's like more something you prove that you can do a video game.
Yeah.
Like an indie project that proves that you can do a video game to go on and do something else.
Until Dawn, like, needed to make a bunch of money, and it did, because they had a fucking all-star goddamn cast.
Did they?
Yeah, they had Rami Malek as one of the characters.
You heard that?
He was great. They had fucking not Hayden was it Hayden Panettiere? No.
Yeah, she was in that.
Yeah,
I think she was from Heroes.
Yeah, I think that was her. I think she was like one of the the main character, quote unquote. But they had like a lot of notable like A-list celebrity actors, or at least B-list.
Well, and it truly proved that that's a real good way to lose a lot of money. Very unfortunately, you can't necessarily hire A-list Hollywood actor talent and make money on a game. It doesn't sell copies. That's proven time and time again.
I mean, if you wanted to see that game, you could watch any major
Cabin in the
gaming
Woods.
channel or whatever, you know, and you could see the entirety of that game. And
That's
people
what I did
would
at first.
buy it probably because, as far as I could see from the game, like there wasn't. Well, I don't even know if there was any skill or if it was just story.
No, it was pretty much, there was choice and there was story, and that was about it. And that didn't work so well. But you want to talk about some of the hot selling games? Look at like The Legend of Zelda. Nintendo nailed it with their new one. Don't get me wrong, I hate
Breath
it,
of the Wild one.
and I think the Breath of the Wild is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I can't stand that game. However, it was like the top selling game of the year that it came out, I believe.
Yeah,
I
that
think-
one and Skyrim were both very. I mean, I never
Yeah.
played Breath of the Wild, but from what I understand, it's.
I think Smash ended up beating Breath of the Wild.
Maybe it did. But the point that he was getting at earlier is like, it doesn't necessarily have to be. You'll probably get more money out of a shooter if it's got a subscription-based service.
Yeah.
Sure. But plenty of these games that are played these days aren't. You know, Fortnite, Apex Legends, any kind of battle royale, typically, it's still going. Wow, okay.
It's a 13-minute video. I saw a rat.
So the whole point is, despite that a story game can kind of be one and done, it can also be one of the top sellers and top grossing fucking hits of all time. But you got to put some fucking love into it. As much as I despise the Breath of the Wild, they put a lot of love into it.
Yeah.
There's a lot in the world, and there's a lot that's cool to do. I hate it because they added a durability system, and that is literally the antithesis of good gaming. That's what I think.
You know what might be interesting and fun? It's pulling a little bit from the movie industry, but a big set of serial games. Kind of like we were talking about the Mass Effect ones where one affect the next.
Yeah.
Kind of a set of serial games with different heroes and characters in it, and then every once in a while there might be like an Avengers style. Maybe it is more like a battle royale where you would all kind of meet together and fight it out.
All the
way
ways.
that you could make money from that is you have to buy the serial games along the way and play through those. Like, let's just say it's like God of War or something like that, right?
Yeah.
You make a good whatever it is, and then there's some crossover, and then you can take your character from those serial games and you could join the battle royale, or you could join the MMORPG or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like the way that they could do more individual stuff where they can make weirder games will get them money in the end because they'll have some kind of multiplayer online game at the end of it all.
Or for fuck's sake, make the character from the shitty indie game fucking overpowered, busted as shit in the battle royale game.
I mean, however it is.
Don't do that. Fuck power
Your
creep.
stats will be whatever it is that you did throughout the game, and then you get replay on the game because you might get to the Battle Royale or Super Smash or whatever it is, and then you have to fight it out, and if you're not strong enough because you didn't grind enough along the way, or you didn't get all the unlockables or whatever it is that you have to do, then you have to go back and play that game again. And maybe it'd be too much of a chore. Maybe, I don't know. Just an idea.
It's a unique idea. Yeah. That's the point. That's the purpose. Is whether it's good or not. It's just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what works and bucking. I would love to try and make that game. I would love to do that because fuck it, it's new.
Yep.
And that's just seriously what the games industry is missing. There are plenty of interesting IPs out there. Don't get me wrong. That I think are very cool and ongoing and dope. Like, I'll play the next God of War. I'll do it. Is it going to be that different than the previous God of War? Probably not. But
Most recent God of War was pretty dope.
it was rad.
Yeah.
It was a nice departure from the series as it typically is. And, it played well and it was fun.
Assassin's Creed was very similar until Black Flag, and that was really fun. And then I thought what was going to happen is every game that came out after that, I thought was going to be a different Black Flag, right?
Yeah.
If you were in Egypt, you were going to do some... It was going to have some weird gimmick to it. That was going to make it like... That was the reason that you played it, and it was like an Assassin's Creed game that happens to be set in space or Egypt. And I felt like they just went right back to the old Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Just...
like, the most annoying thing is, like... Despite the fact that Ezio, I think, is one of the better written characters in modern video games, they bled that fucking character dry.
Straight up. And the whole purpose was...
Like 3.5 fucking games with him.
Altair was supposed to be very much silent protagonist.
Yeah.
The counterpart to Desmond, right? In which the character could insert themselves into the position of... the player could insert themselves into the position of the character. And that was the whole purpose behind Altair. Very silent protagonist, doesn't really say a whole lot. You're able to kind of pretend to be him, right?
Yeah.
Because who wants to be Desmond? What a bitch, am I right?
Actually,
But then, when they started franchising the series, they were like, well, shit. We actually have to have some interesting characters. And so they came up with a great one with Ezio. I just don't think their writers are, like, that talented at character development. And that was their major issue. I mean, look at Watch Dogs was another great example.
Yeah.
Look at fucking, what was his name? Aiden Pierce? The main character from Watch Dogs?
I think so, yeah.
The original one?
Yeah.
Bland as fuck, man. Just terrible character. Just absolutely bad. Just bad.
And then you have the fucking opposite of the spectrum from, like, Sleeping Dogs with, like, Red Dead. With, like, Rockstar games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Outstanding character
That actually
developers.
was really fun.
But all the games are the fucking same.
Yeah. Their games are no different, but their characters and their stories are...
They make it different. Their
honestly
writing's
phenomenal.
outstanding.
Honestly, I thought Red Dead was pretty fun.
Red Dead was
I mean, it was GTA set in the Wild West.
Which honestly was kind of a fresh take on it. And then they did the Undead Nightmare,
which was
a fresh take on Red Dead, and I was like, shit, I'm into this again. Red Dead 2 was greatly disappointing to me. They put a lot of love and effort into the world. Very cool. I get it, but it really wasn't that different from the first one.
Yeah.
Except the world was more detailed, but it was also more tedious.
Yeah.
And that bothers me. It was the same problem that I had going from like San Andreas to say Liberty City.
Yeah.
In the GTA games, San Andreas was a lot more just like, nope, you're just thugs on a mission, go out there and do crime.
Yeah.
And Liberty City, which is one of my favorite GTA games, but it took such a fucking long time to get to the crime. There were memes about it forever about Roman. Let's go bowling.
Hey, my cousin Roman, let's go bowling.
All that shit. It was just, it took for fucking goddamn ever to get to the heart of what the game actually was.
You know,
This
it'd
is
be an
a Fire
interesting
Emblem?
game in Ocean's 11, in which you could recruit. There was like a semi-open world where you could recruit different people for different crimes, and you would come up with a plan based on the options that you have, and it may or may not work.
Fire Emblem 3.
Payday 2.
Is that what that one was
Payday.
like?
Yeah.
Payday 1 was a little more simplistic. It was actually a mod for Left 4 Dead originally, from my understanding. Because it used the same like 4 players and all that.
You got to do the objectives.
Left 4 Dead 2, or sorry, not Left 4 Dead 2. Payday 2 made its own engine, I believe. Overkill made their own engine for it, and it was super rad. But that was the general thing: is you would sit down with 4 players and they would get to plan their heist.
Yeah.
Whether it's a straight up run and gun, shoot 'em up, tell everybody to get on the ground, hold off the cops while you drill into the vault. Or if you were sneaking around more, or it was an art heist, and you wanted to not trip your alarms. It was. It was a great game. And then they ruined it, and then they sold it, and then they bought it back, and they made it great again. And that's the story of Donald Trump's America.
So, thanks for joining us, everybody, in Donald Trump's America.
I hope you people can identify the jokes when you hear them. Have a good night, everybody!